We're going to continue working with the red arc that we started with at the first video. And we're going to start layering a couple of other curves on top of it. So I am going to make a second Bezier curve that has a new fill color that is orange. So these, I've already looked these up. This is orange right here. I'm going to change some of this so it's going to say red curve. I'm going to get rid of these control point curves here. I'm going to keep these up here. I'm going to call these red control points. So I've got my red control points and I've got my red curve. And now I'm going to do orange control points with the fill that's orange, and I'm going to make two ellipses, but then I'm going to draw my orange curve. The orange curve has to have starting points and ending points that are further in on the x-axis. So the first point starts at 0, 400. So I'm going to make the next one at 15, 400. So that'll move that point over 15 units. Then over here on this side, instead of having it at 400, 400, I'm going to subtract 15 from this x coordinate. So I'm going to just leave space for my control points, and I'm going to subtract 15 from 400 to get to 385, 400. So that is my start and end of my orange curve. Now I've got to figure out where the control points are going to be. When I first did this program, I thought that I would just take these two ellipses and I would move the x coordinates over, just like I moved the x coordinates of the starting and ending points. So I did, let's see, I did 65. I moved that one over 15, and I moved this one to the inwards 15. So 350 minus 15 would be 335. And then I thought the 100, I need to go down 15 because I want the curve to be a little lower than the red curve. So here it's going to be lower, so I should move the y coordinates down 15 as well. So these are my coordinates. Just going to copy them into here. I think I now have some extra commas. Then I'm going to copy those in. Here we go. So let's try that and see what happens. So I don't know if you can tell. Maybe it's hard to tell, but the thickness of the red band, it's a little thinner up here. I discovered that I needed to, instead of moving the y coordinates down 15 points, I need to move them down 20. This was just a lot of trial and error the first time I did this. So the x coordinates need to go in by 15. The y coordinates need to go down by 20. So I'm going to change these to 20, and it's going to look a little bit cleaner. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully you can see the difference. If you can't, don't worry. Just think to yourself, these x coordinates increase by 15, these decrease by 15. The control points, again, the x coordinates increase by 15, and this one decreases by 15, but the y coordinates need to decrease by 20. So we run that. Now your job is going to be to take this code and add in a yellow arc, add in a green, then a blue, then an indigo, then a purple, and finally you're going to need an arc at the very end that's light blue, the same color, to put like a little bit of light blue at the bottom of the rainbow. So that is your next task.